Here we go, Book 1, Chapter 24. 3 epigraphs of 3 veteran poets of the early poets of Rome, Naevius, of Plautus, and of Porcavius, or whoever his name is, which were made, and in Caesar est, and inscribed by themselves ab ipsis on the tombs of them, the sepulchres. Okay, I'll just italics that. Okay, trium means 3 of 3. So it looks like the epigraphs of 3 illustrious poets. I've just said them, Naevius, Plautus, and M. Porcius, which ipsi themselves had made, and they had reliquaronted it. They had left it for inscribing incidenda into their terms. For the sake of, postpositive to a genitive, because of their nobility or their fame or something, and their venusis, their beauty or reverence or whatever, duxi. I'm putting these in commentaries, scribenda. I'm scribing it basically into these commentaries. 2. The epigrams of Naevius. What have we got? Full of Campanian arrogance, superbia's, head swell and bloatedness. It might have been able to be, potuisse, a just testimony, except that they were written by himself. We have the immortals, if it were fas, if it were like a right thing to do, usually it's got religious significance. To flere, to weep for mortals, mortals for mortals. Divine camine, fear, this would happen now, she would weep for the poet Naevius. And so postquam, postquam, he was Traditus, he was handed to Orcus, looks like a double dative, for a treasure, or you might say he was to them for a treasure, he was a treasure for them. They forgot, at Rome, to loquia, to speak in Latin tongue, so it's a bit of a boast. 3. The epigrammata of Plautus, which we could doubt that whether of Plautine for it, whether of Plautus they were, except that it was positumed, it was placed or used by Marcus Varro in his book De Poetis, in his first book concerning the poets. Anyway, so after postquam, Plautus, aptus, usually means suited for or met, but it's here in the accusative, he's met his death, they say. Comedy is lugetting, mourning. The scena, the stage, is deserter, that's a long A. Then laughter, games, and jokes. And the innumerable, this is in a capital letter, so it's a proper noun of meaning music. And the innumerable songs, you might want to say. At the same time, all are conlacriminting, conlacrim crying, basically. 4. The epigram of Porcus. It's a neuter. Epigram is a neuter, even though it's got an A. It's most to be revered and most pure, purissimum. And this is worthy. Eos is just possessive, with this very elegant seriousness and gravitas of it all. I'll line it up a bit here, that's part of it. There. So, young man, Tametsi, although you are making haste, properas, this little saxulum, this little rock, is rogating, it's asking that you should aspiciate it, you should look at it, and then you should legas, you should read what is scriptum est, what is written. Okay, so we've got 23 coming up. Anyway, this is the site of the poet, and we've got also there the bones of the poet Marcus Porcius. Here I should want you, you should not be nescius or inscius. You should not be ignorant of this fact, and goodbye. And then we've got this bit here, I might as well italics it. In these words, Marcus Varro is defining the word indutias. Here's a question, a bit of an inquisition in this little curious inquisition here of quanem. What is the ratio what's the reasoning of this word? What's the purpose of this word, or its history? Indutiarum. Okay. So M. Varro, in his Book of Man, and what is concerning war and peace, what is it that defines indutio? He says in two different ways, duibus modus. Indutiae sunt, he says. Indutio is a pax or a peace of a few days, porcorum diem, in the camp, castrenses. And likewise, in another place, second meaning, indutiae sunt are those feriae belli. This is a holiday day. A feriae is like a celebration, I guess, if both sides are honouring it, it'd be a peace. 3. Sed lepidae magis. This seems more of a charming thing and a jucunda and a pleasurable brevity. Brief description. Utrique of both, definition of both. Then a plain and a proba and an approved sort of thing, it seems, viditur. 4. Nam neque pax est indutia. For neither is a peace, neither is an indutiae a peace. For the war remains, to be picked up afterwards, it is a cessate, the pugna cessates, the fighting ceases. And neither is it in solus castris, neither is just in the camps alone, nor here he's got it in a quote, neither is it just of a few diorums, day, tantum, meli, is this indutio, this little truce. 5. Quid enim dicamus? For what would we say if in this treaty, this little truce, several months, you might want to say, it is made, factors, and it looks like the troops are conceding from the camp into operas, into towns. So have a little bit of a break, leave camp, go into towns. For 6, surely, noni, then, also, this is indutiae, truce. And we're nearly done. So here's your daily dictionary word, epigramma. Inscription, epitaph, short palm epigram, mark tattooed on a criminal. And it's a neuter, epigramma. And for the plurals, which always end in a, you've got this T extension, epigrammata is the plural of it. Okay. Anyway, so, or again, aut rossus, what are we to say here? That in the first of the annals of Quadrigatius, scriptum, something is written here, looks like it's in reported speech, that Gaius, that's what C is, Pontium, who was a Samnite, by the Roman dictator, he postulasi, so he's demanded from the Roman dictator, an indutius of 6 hororums, of 6 hours. And so if it's an indutius of merely of a few days, should it be appellended? Should it be called thus? I mean, we'll pick it up tomorrow or 6 weeks or whenever.